Hi everyone, this is Angie, and I am here with Derek Hinkey, who portrays Shorty Bowlegs in Dark Winds. Hi Derek, thank you so much for taking time to speak with me today. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. How are you?
I'm perfect, thank you so much. How does it work? Did you get a phone call like, "Hey Derek, you are perfect for Shorty Bowlegs," or how did it work?
So I have an agent in LA, and then I have an agent in the New Mexico area. So with this one, my LA agent got me the audition. I auditioned um, the first time, and when you audition, you get these roles, and your mind starts already thinking and trying to wrap its head around the character. And I seen the name Shorty, and kind of uh, I'm a pretty tall guy, and I was like, I never thought I'd get a role where my name's going to be Shorty. But yeah, so we got the first audition, and then I think we got another one, and then we had to do the real deep interrogation scene as the final audition, and we pinned that down, and we did it, and we landed the role. So yeah, it was a process. Every project's a little different, but um, this one it worked out. So
I ask this because I think this role was perfect for you. Not the name,
yeah,
Shorty, but the character. I think it fits you perfectly.
yeah.
So, if you could change anything about the character, what would it be?
Um, I don't think I would have got punked by the cops when I got pushed over. Again, I'm being a Purple Star, a winner, award winner, being a veteran, a combat veteran. I don't think I would have been caught off guard by coyote. Yeah, I get it. It's part of the script, and it is what it is. Um, Kind of gets you going in the moment, or kind of like just ignites that little bit of spark between them. So yeah, I think that's the one part I was like, yeah, I don't get how a war veteran or war hero would get pumped by Chi. But yeah,
Mm.
it happens. So
So that's the only thing you would change.
yeah, honestly, I'm a firm believer in letting things play out. The showrunner was great about it, and everybody was phenomenal. So I think just running with it, you know, and being able to work with Zahn and Kaya, well, those guys are great. But Zahn in general is just like he's just packed full of so much knowledge. And like every time I'm on set, I do like anybody else. I like study. Zahn is one of those
Mm.
guys.
Which scene was your favorite?
You know, um, I definitely have to say the interrogation scene.
Mm.
It was
That was pretty intense.
yeah, it was real deep. It was really like the way I kind of go about things is I kind of really just like lock myself in, and for that scene, you go to an emotional place that's tough. Hair and makeup asked me, do you need us to give you fake tears? And I'm like, no, I got it.
Mm.
So going into that scene is I sat there in that room for like 2 hours, handcuffed to the table. In between takes, they're like, "Hey, you can go back to your chair. We can set you free." And coming from a very strong family, and being a male, crying has always been one of those tough things for me to make peace with, and be okay to be seen as vulnerable or hurt. Um, so when I did it, there's this weird dynamic where I was almost embarrassed. I know I'm doing a character and it's acting, but I sat there and like, between takes, I would just put my head down and try to clean myself up and do it again. But it's like it's a spiritual journey being an actor, like coming out of there, it's like I gotta understand, and like I'm going to a deep place, and understanding, like my pain is my power, but it's like I can't really it's like I said, I was almost embarrassed of crying and being vulnerable or weak. But it's again, I walked out of there after it was all done. It's like I needed that. It really helped me as a human being and helped my spirit too. So like I think it was good. It was good medicine walking away from that.
I don't know why men think that crying is embarrassing. It doesn't show you that you are weak. It
Mm.
shows that you have emotions and you are a person. So
Yeah.
I don't think you should feel embarrassed. It just, you have feelings. So that's it. You don't have to feel embarrassed.
For me too, just this dynamic of also, like I come from a very strong family, understanding that if you're emotionally compromised, then that is a liability, So for me, understanding and being able to control those emotions and use those emotions in a positive way, not a negative way, it's always kind of been a gift for me as a kid. Um, as a child or a young man in school, I didn't do very well in school. Didn't get good grades, but I was really exceptional at sports. So it was weird that you would, like went to this time where like I used to think, like, well, I'm not very smart. And then one time my uncle, he told me, he said, if you teach a bird that he's supposed to swim, he'll never understand that he was born with wings and he was meant to fly. So like for me, I've kind of approached it like that, like like I have a different way of seeing the world, and I have a different gift, and I might have wings, while others are created to swim and I'm created to fly. So
Mhm.
yeah, I try to look at it like that, like we're not all the same for sure.
How was it to be part of such a great show?
Oh, it was outstanding, man. Dark Winds, AMC, they were all great. Everybody on set was phenomenal. It was cool too, just to know that we're, like American Primeval, we're shooting on res land, productions on res land,
Mm.
just to see those opportunities go to the people, to be able to walk back and tell the youth, because I do a lot of grassroots speaking. Um, but going back and telling that, like I understand, like even me, you asked me when I was 18, I don't want to be an actor. No, man, I'm very, very secluded, kind of a low key individual, and to be able to say, hey, well, maybe you like cameras, maybe you like lighting, maybe your gift isn't acting, maybe it's another part of that. So there are those career opportunities in film that you can do, and so for me, seeing that, it was cool, being able to witness and watch that. Like, hey, you want to be a camera operator, it's out there. You can do that too.
When these movies airs on TV, do you watch yourself?
Yeah, I do, but with everything, everything I've done in my life, I'm very, very, very competitive with no one else but myself.
Mhm.
With that being said, I'm very, very, very hard on myself. Um, I feel like for me, it has to be the situation in the moment, the magic in the moment has to be real. Um, so I'm very hard on myself. So like I can watch a show and like I'm already judging and critiquing what I'm doing. I don't think
Mm.
I'm giving myself that credit, but I really, I want to walk away and know that the audience and the people, they can feel whatever emotion I'm going through, whatever situation I'm in. I think that's for me is trying to make sure that there's more feeling to it than just what your eyeballs seeing.
If someone told you that you have an opportunity to play a coach or a professional fighter in a movie, which one would you choose?
Oh man, that's a challenging question. Um, because I've been on both sides of that coin.
That's why
Uh,
I'm asking.
yeah, it's a challenging question. Again, for me, I always trust the process. I don't. I feel like I just kind of. I don't want to say just go with the flow, but I feel like the creator and the universe, they they're gonna make sure everything happens at the right time. It's like a lot of people we cling on to this, like, well, I want this right now or I want that right now. I think everything will happen not on your time, but right on time. So like for me, I always, I just trust the process. And um, I've recently read a script about being a fighter. So we'll see. You never know where the universe and the creator takes us. But what's next? There's quite a few projects on the horizon. But yeah, man, we'll see.
What I meant is if someone told you that you can choose, there's a
Mm.
movie and you can choose which one would you like to be, the coach or the professional fighter? That's what I meant.
I couldn't. I could.
If you choose,
Yeah, I couldn't. I couldn't. I
you
just
could not.
no, I couldn't. Like I said, I've been on both sides of the coin, and just like with the emotions too. It's like fighters, you're taught to control in your emotions. Can't let somebody control your emotions. You can't be emotionally compromised. So as a fighter, you're also taught that. But then as a coach, you are also too. But then also you have to, hey man, you're down, bro. This is round 5. You need to go out there and give them hell. So there's an emotional context there. So for me, it's like, man, again. That's a tough question. I don't know. I really couldn't pick one.
Mhm. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a message to your fans?
Yeah, I do. I do. So being a fighter, being an athlete my entire life, I've never liked the word fan. I feel like if folks can follow and support my career, whatever I'm doing in the world, then to me, there are no fans, they're friends and family. Don't don't put anybody on a pedestal. Let's say if I'm walking to set and I got Denzel Washington right there. You're gonna work with Denzel,
Yeah.
one of the best, one of the goats in the game. Hell, just one of the best. I can't put him on a pedestal above me. If I'm able to do the job that I need to do, then I got to have that certain respect for myself. I can't have as I'm below or above anybody. So for me, it's always understanding that, at the end of the day, like I continuously say, a rising tide raises all ships. We're all rising together. And it's understanding that, like you can't put somebody on a pedestal because at that point now you're putting yourself below them. So for me, I want people to understand, like we're all we're on the same tide, a rising tide raises all ships.
Mm.
Yeah, that's one thing,
Oh,
people ask, like, well, you work with Sydney Sweeney, you work with so and so, you work with Paul Hauser, why don't you take a picture with him? And I'm like, because for me it's a job, I'm there to do a job. And I think doing that, I would put myself below somebody. And if I'm there to do the best possible job I can't put anybody above me. And I refuse to put anybody below me.
mm,
So yeah, that's kind of my thought process, and everybody has their own, and I respect that.
yeah. Last time we talked, you taught me a Shoshone word,
Mm-hmm.
tikimanai,
Tiki
right?
man, yeah,
Which means forever.
yep, forever.
So, would you teach me another Shoshone word?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So this word was actually I used improv on American Primeval when Red Feather was going into the big battle at the end. Every time he was shot, I would say Gaetian, and this means not yet. So
Okay.
if you watch American Primeval again, you'll see me shooting the arrows, getting shot. Every
Mm.
time I'm shot, I'm saying Gaetian, which means not yet. When I'm fighting with Joe Tippett on the ground and he's trying to kill me, I'm screaming at him, Gaetian, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I need to rewatch this scene then.
yeah. Watch it. You'll see me, say Gaetian. I'm screaming at him, Gaetian, like
Oh,
you can't kill me yet, not yet.
oh, okay. Would you like to learn a Hungarian word?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Okay. Goodbye. We say goodbye. It's viszlát. Viszlát.
This lot.
Viszlát. Yes,
This
perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? What's really unique about our language is we don't believe in goodbye.
Mm,
So there is no goodbye because we believe we'll see you again. So
mm.
yeah, I've done a lot of like I teach my kids this. You don't say goodbye because we'll see each other again.
Well, actually, Wislat means see you. If I really want to translate it to English, it means see you later. So
Beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah,
so yeah, it's actually not, yeah, yeah. Maybe I should say not goodbye, but it's see you. And
beautiful.
you say see ya, which a Hungarian word as well, see ya. See ya, it's like hello. We say
Oh,
see ya. We say see ya when we meet. We say see ya when we say bye, So we use this word. It's
okay.
like hello. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
See, that's wicked.
Yeah, see ya.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thank you for your time. And I really hope that we can talk next time, maybe if you have some new projects and we can talk about that next time.
Yeah, so I do have a few on the line in the horizon.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I just
We can
can't.
see you on screen. Yes.
Yeah, no, I can't really say yet for sure.
Yeah.
The truth be told, I've lost count of them. So we have, like I said earlier, they're coming. They're on their way, and definitely trusting the process and the creator and the universe, and enjoying the time that I have with my family and my kids now. It's like I understand, it's going to get busy, and just enjoying basketball practice and multiple forms of dance and jujitsu and boxing. So,
Mm.
yeah, for sure. I look forward to keeping people updated on what's coming next when I'm able to. But yeah, I
We
just
are waiting patiently.
yes, ma'am. Yeah, it's crazy to think like you shoot something and then you break it down. It's going to take roughly 8 months to a year. So there'll be a little bit of a wait, but I think, like just trust in the process. I'm a big fan. My daughter, I didn't tell mom, but she's probably gonna get mad at me. She's a candy monster like me. I took her to ballet yesterday, and she's like, "Hey, can you get me Skittles after work, after class?" So I'm like, "Yeah, of course." So I got her Skittles, and while she was in practice, I had a few of them, so it was opened.
Yeah.
Oh, she gets in the truck and she's like, did you eat some?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I had a little bit." And then she said, "Rah, rah, 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 rah." And I'm like, "Hey, be grateful." And I was laughing. So we're driving down the road and she's eating them. And I'm like, "Hey, can I have a few?" She goes, "Yeah." And she gives me one. I'm like, "Bro, one?" And she goes, "Be grateful."
Oh, how old is she?
She is 8. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, but they're real tactical them ones. We say in amongst my people that like cunning, they're very cunning, meaning they're coyote. They're real like they think ahead. So yeah, both them guys, they're pretty slick, man. They keep me sharp.
Okay. Thank you again for being here and talk to you next time.
Yes, ma'am.